Hi everyone, welcome to my channel, The Magical Maven. My name is Heather and today I am doing a forecast for Gemini. It's a singles love reading. Also, it's complicated, could fall under the singles as well. And when people ask your sign, that's just your sun sign. So also I always say to look at your moon, rising, and Venus signs as well, because this is a collective reading. So also if you look at those four, you're able to kind of maybe get a more detailed view for yourself, as opposed to, because you and every other Gemini aren't necessarily going to have the exact same thing. So just to kind of, let you know that to look at those as well. And I'm going to get in starting with the romance angels. So we're going to look at the theme for Gemini. So right now it's end of August 2019. So we're looking at, going like a month span, like mid-August to mid-September or so. However, this is a timeless reading, so whenever you feel called to this video is when you were meant to watch it. So what is your theme, Gemini? Okay, so we have chemistry and codependency. Okay, what is your block, Geminis? What is your block in love? Give your relationship a chance and make the effort. Some guidance. Okay, one more for guidance. And passion. Okay, so Geminis. Okay, so there could be a few different scenarios here. So because obviously this is a singles reading or it's a complicated reading, right? So even though we got like give your relationship a chance, so we'll go through like whether single or it's a complicated thing. So there is someone that you have a strong chemistry with, and if this person hasn't come in yet, it's showing that there will be someone that's coming in. However, you might have issues with codependency, so you might be putting a lot on someone else when you get in a relationship. You're wanting them to fulfill your hopes and dreams and wishes, and it's like, and you have to realize that you have to be happy within yourself before you could be happy with someone else. So it's like you're wanting them to feed you in a sense, and I don't mean like with food, I mean like you're wanting this chemistry, this love, this attraction to feed you, but you have to feed yourself, right? You have to feed your own soul. And that's what the block is, because it's like you're expecting someone else to fulfill your needs, and you're not really as focused on fulfilling their needs, if that makes sense. So like with the make the effort, give your relationship a chance, you might be the one that doesn't give, and not everything's always 50-50, but for you might like be taking more than you're putting out there. And this could obviously be about a deeper issue. It's not just like as simple as saying, oh, because you're being selfish, or you just take, because I don't think that's what it is. It's like from this codependency, like this rooted, like deep rooted fear is what I'm getting. So again, it's like it's funny, like with feeding, and then now I'm getting the thirsty thing. So you could be thirsty, but it's like you have to realize that you have to quench your own thirst, and as opposed to always looking elsewhere and outside of yourself. And with Geminis, sometimes Geminis have that quality of, you could be attracted to a lot of people, but you don't really want to get too close, and maybe that's part of the issue, that you're not making the effort and giving it a chance, because you're afraid what will happen if you actually are in a committed relationship. And it doesn't mean like you could be in committed relationships, but not for the long haul. And for those of you who have someone in mind, it's like maybe you won't make that commitment to them because of your, these wounds you have. And it's like you're always, and it could be part of, some of you could have that player energy, not to, say labels or anything, but this chemistry, again, with the Gemini, you could be attracted to a lot of people, and you're pulling in people, and it's like you're not maybe giving a relationship a chance. Yeah. You know, just, and it could be not even as, if you don't have someone in mind, it could just be in general that you are not in that place to give, you know, real unconditional true love. And the guidance with the soulmate card, and it's showing that, you know, whether there is this person that you have in mind that you haven't given this chance to because your wounding and your issues are affecting you, it's showing, yeah, this person you do have this soul connection with. And, you know, in this deck, they don't have all this different kinds of connections. There's just the soulmate card. So whether they're a soulmate or they're some kind of higher spiritual connection, they do, you know, they are someone that you could have a real relationship and love and commitment with, and you do have that passion between you, but it's like you're maybe blocking that connection from unfolding. Okay, so let's see in the Lover's Oracle for Gemini. Ooh. Reflection. Give each other some space at the moment. Trust and have faith that all will work out for the best. So with this reflection, it's like maybe you need some time to be with you and you know, be on your own, not being single as in, you know, going out and, you know, trying to meet other people and having all these crushes. It's maybe like you just need to be with you. You know, maybe that's the relationship you need to nurture, the one with yourself, you know, have that self-love. And also with this reflection, you know, sometimes we see things in other people. People are our mirrors, and it can be triggering, and it could, you know, show our wounds. And, you know, so you might not want to be looking in the mirror, and, you know, you might waste your time with more superficial connections because it's easier, not better. And it's showing only time will tell. So if there is a person in mind and you're not really sure how this is going to go, it is showing only time will tell. But, you know, like right now, you know, are you in a place to give this person a chance if there is someone in mind? One more card for Geminis. Okay, so if you're single and there's no one in mind, this person coming in. No, we want one card, please. You're single and there's no one in mind. Okay, well, we'll just take them. So we have the sexual union. Let's see. Oh, it's important right now to take a step back and spend some time alone. Instead of placing your focus on another, now is the time to give to yourself. So what did I just say before? Like, you know, you should just, you know, be on your own. Oh, and this is also, be aware of what you're projecting. What did I just say about with the reflection card? It says, for the qualities you admire in one another are qualities you both possess. Equally so, the qualities you don't like are also your own reflection. So this is just confirming for you. For any of you who are being stubborn and you're like, no, Heather, this doesn't make sense. Like, those two cards came out to just reaffirm what was coming up. With the sexual union, it says, honor the place in one another where you are one eternal soul, for there you will find true bliss. So, again, with the passion sexual union, there could be this love coming in that you really have that with. And not to just say it's just about, you know, sex and passion, but it's like showing that, you know, like you have this deep feeling and connection for them. Okay, so tell me more for those of you who have this person in mind. Playfulness. Laughter is the best therapy. Have some fun together, and remember, love is the greatest healer. So there might have been some toxic energy in this connection. You know, things maybe didn't go right, didn't go as planned. And, you know, a way to repair that is to have fun together. And I'm getting like maybe even start small. But I'm thinking it's like right now it's showing that you are doing nothing on your part to progress things. I'm getting like you're stuck in the mud. Okay, angel answers. More clarification. Okay, so we have a year from now, and the situation will improve. Okay, so for those of you who already know this person, it's, again, I think a lot of you probably do know this person. Is, you know, if you're watching this, I mean, you know, Geminis, whether it's your sun, moon, Venus, rising, I think most of you probably know this person. So it is showing the situation will improve. It's showing a year from now. It doesn't mean it has to be exactly a year from when you're watching. It could be within a year. Again, we have free will. So part of that is on, you know, what are you going to do to get this situation to improve? How are you going to get it flowing? And it's not to say to like push things in motion. You know, you do want to go with the flow, but if there's no flow because you're not giving it a chance, you're not making the effort, and you have like a wall up, then like, you know, things won't proceed as, you know, they could. So again, a year from now, up to a year, but it is showing that to have like hope and faith because things will get better. One more card. Okay, I'm getting something about, for some of you, this person is the answer, and I don't know what that means to you, but just take what resonates. I don't want to try to like put anything on that, because that could make sense, you know, to some or a few of you, and I don't want to put anything on that message. So for some of you, this person is the answer. So take what resonates. Okay. So what I'm getting with this choose a new direction and improving health, I'm getting that this choose a new direction is about you and choosing to heal and work on yourself. And this is the choosing the new direction. It's improving your health and wellness. And health and wellness isn't just about, you know, physical being. It's your emotional, your mental, your spiritual. So it's showing that you need to get right within yourself. Okay. Oracle of the Mermaids for Geminis. Okay. What was the one that just fell out? Okay, guide. A guide, mentor, trustworthy ally. So chances are this person, like, is someone who could be a confidant. It is someone you could trust. Because again, there's like this deep connection. So it is showing you could trust them. We don't want that many. Okay, so for those of you who don't know this person, what's the message? Adrift. Okay, so for those of you who don't have a person in mind, this doesn't make sense yet because this person hasn't come in yet. It's showing adrift, letting go, allowing a higher force to take charge for a time. So I feel like it's about like, I'm getting letting go of like toxic behavior, and again, part of that is about that codependency. That's about like always trying to have someone fulfill your wishes and your needs, and just kind of letting go of previous ideas and mindsets of maybe what you felt was like best for you in love, relationships, and you're just maybe like, it's like time to trust in a higher power, time to trust in spirit, time to ease up on like all this I'm getting the word neediness, and I don't mean, I'm hoping you just take it with how it resonates. And first, like I said, for some of you it could be neediness, for some of you maybe it's a different word coming in, but yeah, I'm getting more of the neediness, and of course with the codependency that makes sense. Okay, one more card for some reason. Oh my god. Reflections. How many times are we going to get the word reflection? Reflection. And about what you're projecting and your own reflection. So yeah, it says what you contemplate can actualize, but this is about your reflection about, again, what I said about that mirroring. So you might be like, also, you might see things in other people, like whom you're dating, that you don't like, but it's really showing you how you are. And same with maybe this person, like maybe, you could be projecting onto them, vice versa. And I'm getting that they're doing exactly what they should be doing, because it's going to help you release. Okay. So with the Black Moon Astrology cards, let's see if there's any sign or element in particular that's coming up regarding this person. So for those of you who know this person, what sign could they be? Oh. Okay, so the Sun and the Mars card came out. So of course, you know, these aren't signs, you know, these are like planets, but this person could be someone that you see as very like strong and tough and fierce, but also like, I'm getting the word brilliant. So maybe like in the sense of like the sun, you know, you see them very bright and clearly, but you see them also too, like maybe they have this intensity, like for some of you could maybe feel like it's an attitude, or it's just like, yeah, they have a lot of energy and fierceness, and some of that too, that could be that passion, you know, being driven. Okay. Oh, this is interesting. So air, water, and earth came out as the elements. So this is all going to vary for you, like, because 3 of the 4 elements are coming up. So this definitely, because with this Mars energy, you know, Aries, which is a fire sign, you know, sun, you know, Leo rules the sun, which is a fire, and then we have Sagittarius, and then we have the air, the water, the earth. So really, like, it's not giving a particular sign, like all signs are kind of showing themselves. So, oh, and then we just got Aries. So yeah, again, like, okay, we're gonna put those down. So we're gonna get into the Psychic Tarot, since it seems like a lot of you have, there's not a, like a particular sign to pick out. Okay. Okay, so Geminis, how, like these next couple weeks, so mid to the end of August, or if you're watching this at a later date, the next 2 weeks. Deception and envy and the crown chakra. So it's showing you're blocking your higher self by trying, I'm getting parade around or masquerade. You know, it's like, sometimes like, where are you not being so honest? Whether it's with yourself or with others, is what I'm getting. And I'm getting too, maybe some of you could have some dark moments, because like the mask coming off and you're like, ugh, I don't want to deal with this. This isn't good. Okay, so what is this more about? Temptation. This is interesting because before this, obviously I shot Aries and Taurus, and some of the same cards are coming out for all, you know, all of you. So it's interesting as a collective as well. And then also some of you could have, you know, also Aries and Taurus and vice versa, but you know, obviously we're in Geminis, but it's just interesting some of the same cards keep coming out, and I keep, you know, reshuffling them. So temptation, the devil card. So again, with this codependency, with these addictions, are you going to own up to them? Are you going to face them? Are you going to keep, you know, letting the devil rule you? And I'm not saying the actual devil, because I, you know, I don't put any belief or, you know, focus on the devil, but it's, you know, in the tarot card, you know, the temptation, this is the devil card. So okay, and then the emotional withdrawal, mental conflict. So, you know, Geminis, yeah, you could be known for being in your head and overthinking, but then it's like costing you this feeling like you have this loss, you know, but it's like part of your suffering is you, it's like, it's your suffering because of you, if that makes sense. What can you do to get through this? Okay, so the shadow, the moon card. So this is showing that you need to integrate your light and shadow selves. So it's not to say to revel in your shadow side, but it's like confront it with the light and balance them and realize, okay, these are parts of me that are darker. This is my shadow self coming through. These are issues I need to face. These are wounds I need to deal with. And how can I transmute this darkness into light? So it's not about staying stuck here. It's also not about, you know, not wanting to see the shadow, but it's, you know, again, like the reflection, seeing in the mirror. Okay, so if you're doing that, you have accelerated motion. And I'm getting wished upon a star, you know, and the shooting star. So, and I'm getting about too, like for some of you, like this person, you know, it's like you're looking up at the star, and so are they. Like, you're thinking about them, they're thinking about you. So if you work on your shadow self and working on these issues, you know, it's like things could be moving along. Okay, so, you know, maybe a month out from now. So again, if you're watching when this is first aired, you know, early to mid-September 2019, or if you're watching this later, like a month out. So these three. Again, the same cards keep showing up. So we had hope. So it is showing to have hope. This is the star card. And again, it's interesting with what I said about wish upon a star and the accelerated motion. Oh, and it's like this person that you're not wanting to open up to could be like your light, your star. And yeah, destiny, the wheel of fortune, partnerships and alliances. Okay, so I'm getting something about, for some of you, this person could have came at a time that you felt maybe was inconvenient for you because you weren't ready maybe to settle down, and you felt like, I'm getting for some of you had many irons in the fire, like maybe, you know, with the irons in the fire kind of thing, like maybe there was like a bunch of people you were interested in, or you felt like you had more life to like live, you know, being single, and it's just like this ongoing thing, like there's never enough. And it's not because there isn't enough, it's because like you have this idea that, and I'm getting about keeping it light, you know, like, again, like for some of you could have attracted more superficial connections, or, you know, relationships that were for you just to have a relationship for a relationship's sake, and it wasn't about a deep bond. It wasn't about like they were your destiny. They weren't a soulmate even. They could have been, yeah, a karmic partner, like a lesson, but you really haven't maybe attracted, you know, these people for your higher path and purpose, because it's like you haven't let them in because you've had this idea of, you know, you have more wild oats to sow or something. Okay, positive movement forward. Okay, so again, like what you got before, like, I mean, with the, remember, the situation will improve. So if this is someone that, you know, you have in mind, you know, things could, you know, turn around for the better, but some of that is really up to you, Gemini. Okay, and if this is someone new coming into your life, and I'm getting rock your world, it's funny how, like, what comes out. Choose wisely, trapped in fear, and third eye chakra. Okay, so it's showing that, yeah, you might have many options, but, you know, you will know intuitively, unless if you're blocked, whether someone is actually right for you or not. However, if you are trapped in the vibration of fear, you're not going to let real love in, because fear and love are opposite vibrations. Fear's down here, love's all the way up here. I know you can't see my hand, it's way above the camera. And so if you, you know, think that you are going to attract and find true love when you are fearful, I mean, you know, I hate to break it to you, but you're kidding yourself. You know, and that's why, yeah, you might have a lot of options, but are they, you know, and it's also like when you think of options, is that like a loving, you know, if you're wanting love in your life, you're wanting true love, you know, someone can't be an option, right? Okay. And I'm not trying to sound judgy if you're, you know, thinking that. I'm just, you know, trying to get you to wise up, you know, is what, again, the words that come out, you know, it's like all, let's see. So, any else for Gemini? Power. Okay, so remember I said that your person could be someone who's fierce and you see them as strong, and maybe some of you are intimidated or fearful of them because you're like, watch out. And some of this could be you know, this like power energy, but you're maybe not recognizing your own power and your own worth. So take what resonates. And one last card. Okay, well, these all want this to come out. Okay, so recognition and reward, financial and material changes, triumphant success, and firm foundation. Okay, so the last message is actually more about your career and finances. So there might be things that you've been waiting on, and you could have been feeling a lack because you feel like something hasn't panned out yet, but it is showing your success coming in, leading to this firm foundation, leading to your recognition and reward, and it is a positive change. But maybe right now you're still kind of waiting for things to come into fruition. And the card that fell down was conflict and defeat. So don't give up just yet. Like, this hasn't panned out yet. And maybe that could be also to remember about you haven't seen your worth. Because sometimes people associate their worth with what they achieve, what they do, how much, they make or what they have in their life. And, you don't need any of that to feel worthy, to feel good about yourself within, because whatever external you have, it's like, you have to look within, your inner worth, your, self-love. So I hope that makes sense. All right, so thank you, Gemini. So again, if you want to look for your Sun, Moon, Venus rising to kind of get a, a bigger picture of what is going on in your love life, and feel free, if this resonated, to like, share, comment, subscribe. And I do plan to post more videos that are, within, for the signs. Then also I do Twin Flame and Lightworker readings as well as picker cards. So thank you again for watching. Bye.